Let us start our discussion in this subject with the introduction to computer organization and architecture. So, what is computer organization and what is computer architecture? Computer organization is concerned with the structure and behavior of your computer system. Okay? So what do you mean by structure? The structure means the function and operation of each components of your computer hardware. For example, the function and the operation of your central processing unit, the function or operation of your memories, and so on. Okay? What do you mean by behavior? Meaning to say, how fast or how slow your digital computer reacts to a particular operation. So that is computer organization. Or it describes the functions again and design of the various units of a digital system. Functions and designs of the various units. What is various units here? These are actually the different parts of your computer. Again, your central processing unit, your memories, and etc. So again, the same as the first definition, describes the functions and design of the various units of digital system. How about computer architecture? Computer architecture deals with the specification of the instruction set and the hardware units that implement the instructions. So, meaning to say that the computer architecture is focused more on the specification of instruction set, and these are programs that will make a particular unit, hardware unit of your computer to function or to operate. Okay? So that is the main focus of your computer architecture. The instruction set needed by a particular hardware in your computer for it to operate. That is your computer architecture. So let us differentiate computer organization with that of your computer architecture. So, in your computer organization, transparent from programmer. What does it mean? That means that if the programmer or the programmer does not worry much how addition is implemented in hardware. Meaning to say that if you want your computer to perform addition, the programmer is not concerned with which part of the hardware will perform addition. Whereas in your computer architecture, the programmer view, or in other words, programmer has to be aware of which instruction or which instruction set is to be used. In other words, if you want your computer to perform addition, the instruction set should be provided to your central processing unit, specifically in your arithmetic logic unit, which is part of your central processing unit. Okay? So, instruction set are provided in your central processing unit for the computer to perform binary addition. Okay, so whereas again in your computer organization, the programmer does not worry or not concerned with which particular hardware will perform the binary addition or addition for that matter. Now, physical components in your computer organization, physical components is evident. For example, the circuit design, the others which are the circuits provided in your arithmetic logic unit, the signals and peripherals. Whereas in your computer architecture, it is focused more on logic. That is, what are logics? These are instruction set or addressing mode. Okay? So what do you mean by addressing mode? The address needed by a particular register for the content of that particular register to appear at the output terminal of your memory. No? That is what was discussed in our previous subject, the advanced digital technique, the memory discussion. Then, for your computer organization, how to do, meaning to say, the implementation of the architecture. Then, for your computer architecture, what to do. So, your computer architecture provides instruction set for a particular hardware for your computer organization to implement. Okay, for example, the instruction set is provided for your arithmetic logic unit. Then, the arithmetic logic unit, which is part of your central processing unit, which is under your computer organization, will implement what is being provided by your computer architecture. Okay? Then, computer organization tells us how exactly all the units in the system are arranged and interconnected. What are the units in the system? These are again CPU, memories, etc. Whereas in your computer architecture, helps us to understand the functionalities of a system. For example, your CPU again, through the instruction set provided, then we will know better the functions of each of the computer system. We have here an example. An Intel company and AMD company make an x86 central processing unit, where x86 refers to the computer architecture. When in fact, x86 is an example of a CISC architecture. So what do you mean by CISC? CISC stands for Complex Instruction Set Computer. Okay, again, x86 is an example of a computer architecture. As you can see, one architecture, that is x86, but two different computer organization, Intel and AMD flavors. What does this mean? This means that if an Intel corporation has its own computer organization structure, AMD has also its own computer organization structure. But both companies uses x86 architecture. Okay? So that is what is meant by one architecture, two different computer organization. For now, if you notice that our processor, for example, a dual core processor, that means that your central processing unit contains two processors. And each, for example, for Intel company, a dual-core processor which has two processors and in the central processing unit has its own interconnection. In the same way as if AMD develops a dual core, the CPU of your AMD for a dual core contains two processors, but connected in a different way with that of your Intel dual core. But both of these company uses x86 architecture for each of the processor. So for Intel, for dual core Intel made processor, it has two processor with two x86 architecture, and AMD has also two processors with two x86 architecture, but they are interconnected differently. Okay, so different connection for Intel Corporation and different connection for your AMD. So the same way as if you have an octa-core, that means that you have 8 processors inside a central processing unit. If it is Intel Corporation, it is made by Intel Corporation, that means that these 8 processors are interconnected differently with that of the octa-core processor or CPU developed by your AMD. So the interconnections are different, but each of the processors of Intel and AMD uses x86 architecture. Okay, so what we have here are the different parts of your computer hardware system or the von Neumann model. So we have here your input device. We have here your central processing unit, which contains your control unit and your arithmetic logic unit. And then, of course, we have your memory unit, and then you have your output device. So, for example, if an input is provided by your input device, this particular data or input will be transmitted towards your central processing unit. And whatever is the instruction, it will be performed by any of these particular system of your central processing unit. Okay, and that particular operation will be transmitted, or the data will be transmitted towards your memory unit, and part of the data from your memory unit will be transmitted back to your arithmetic logic unit or your control unit, depending on the instruction set. And then the data from your central processing unit will now be transmitted towards your output device. What are the functions of the different parts of computer hardware? For example, your central processing unit or CPU, it is actually the heart and the brain of your computer system. And it is the one that executes instructions for a computer to perform. So, this one here is your CPU. Okay? So, mo gini siya ang CPU. Dili katong tower casing nga naay motherboard, no? Dili to siya CPU. So basically, mao gina ang atong naandan, no? Kung suguon ta dad-ara ko ng CPU katong itawag nato nga tower casing with your motherboard mao na atong bitbiton. So basically, CPU is this one here. Okay? So that is your CPU. Now, there are two main components of your central processing unit. One is the arithmetic logic unit or ALU, and the other one is your control unit. So what is basically the function of your ALU? ALU performs arithmetic and logical operations. Example, addition, subtraction, and comparison. So, arithmetic, that is addition, subtraction. Logical, comparison such as equal to, greater than, or less than. So, that's the main function of your arithmetic logic unit. How about your control unit? Control unit is responsible for decoding the instructions and controlling how the data moves around the computer system. In other words, your control unit is the one that controls the transmission of data from one area of your computer to another area of your computer. So it is the one that provides instructions for controlling a particular data to move in one area to another area. Okay, so these are the two main components of your central processing unit. Then we have here memory. Memory stores data and program needed to solve a problem. So all the data and programs that you inputted in your computer is being stored into your memory. Of course, the programs and data are being processed by your central processing unit using the arithmetic logic unit or ALU. So what are the different types of memories? We have the internal memory, such as, for example, the RAM or random access memory, or ROM or read-only memories. So these are the internal memories. Later on, natay maadani, like say, for example, the cache and so on. Then you have the external memory. Okay? Unsa man external memory? These are your hard disk, your USB, and others. For example, your CD, no? That is still considered as your external memory. Then, input device. Input device is any hardware device that sends data to a computer, allowing you to interact with and control computer. Example of which is your keyboard, the mouse, microphone, scanner, and others. Then you have here your output device. Output device is any peripheral that receives data from computer. Usually, displays, projection, or physical reproduction. Example, printer, monitor, plotter, speakers, etc. So these are output devices, and this one here is your input device, and these are the different parts of your computer hardware.